Hi, this is King David with the Florida Man Speaks, and you are about to hear some crazy Florida Man tales.
So, you are one of the people who has seen Bigfoot, right, Frankie the Florida Man?
Of course he has.
Yeah, yes, I have. I believe I've seen Bigfoot.
And that whole day was a crazy, it was actually a span over several days, according to the friend of yours who you were with.
Well, yeah, my friend who the span of several days. Well, he has difficulty with time dilation, so it might.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
Time dilation.
well, no, like for him, 3 days might seem like 24 hours for other people.
And this is not involving meth.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But
Time dilation.
Anyways, yeah. So we're on this trip, me and him. We're picking up a food truck.
In North Carolina, right?
Yeah. Well, mind you, we started off like 5 a.m. So I mean, this is the most interesting 24 hours of anybody's life. So, anyways, we go on this trip together.
So you can bring the Florida Man out of Florida, but you can't bring the Florida Man out of the Florida Man.
More or less,
right.
so.
Yeah.
More or less. Like I said, we're both of us are sort of Florida men in ourselves, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways,
I've met the friend in question.
So
He's a character.
So anyways, we're out riding together in this truck. We're going up to North Carolina. We're picking up some. And I mean, mind you, this trip is interesting from the moment we started.
Well, I'm sure.
We're driving, and like halfway, we're through, like the Carolinas. We're hearing all these crazy radio stations. One was advertising a Clan meeting at such and such time and at such and such barbecue.
Yeah.
I
thought that was a little more secret. It's just on the radio.
Well, yeah. Apparently up there they advertise it on the radio. I mean, we were hearing some weirdest. Then we had like a layover in Fayetteville waiting for these hillbillies from Pennsylvania to bring the trailer down to us. So anyways, we're sitting there. I said, "Oh, let's go explore the town." So me and him, we're exploring the town. By this time, we're being followed by the local sheriff.
Right.
And I mean, this sheriff was definitely when you think of the word Bubba, this sheriff was him.
So Bubba Sheriff.
Oh yeah. No, this sheriff. I mean, he had to be at least probably about 250, 300 pounds. Probably about 6 foot.
Right.
You know.
Big old Bubba Sheriff.
Yeah,
Did he have a swagger? But the hand on the belt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah.
All right. So he's the suspect of what? You guys just hanging out and being weird.
More or less.
All right.
More or less. I I look like I sort of belong there, but he didn't.
Right. Okay.
So
he's not from the South. The guy you're with, right?
No.
Oh.
He's from Staten Island.
Yeah,
so
we can't have that. No.
He's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
No Yankees in our town.
Yeah.
I get it.
They have bad memories from the last time Yankees came to town.
More or less.
All right.
More or less.
All right. So what's the sheriff do? What's he do?
He's just following us. Like, he thinks like we're out there like trying to steal stuff or take over the town or something. I don't know what this hillbilly guy's think.
Right.
Well,
And did he accost you? Did you guys have any kind of dialogue?
No, we more or less.
So this wasn't like what's it called? The Stallone movie.
No. Well, David, you've been to Belarus, right?
Yeah, I have.
You remember, like I said, how you knew you were being watched?
Yeah, when I was in downtown Minsk. Yeah.
That was more or less what was going on.
But I also had my luggage with me. I was trying to find a hotel, so that made it.
Well,
I made it even more obvious.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, the guy I was with, he had long hair, and I sort of had a buzz cut like this. So I mean, we were being watched. Cause obviously we
So
both.
you kind of had like a John Rambo dynamic going on from the first Rambo.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's just we were out of place. We were off colored for the area.
Well, that's like
All right.
Rambo.
All right. So what?
one.
You leave the town. The cop never talks to you, but you see him.
No. Anyway,
All right.
so we finally regrouped back at the McDonald's/Chevron gas station after about
Center of town.
It's not really center of town, mind you.
No,
down,
you're near the interstate.
Yeah, we're near
Right.
the interstate,
Which
just
is not, which
just,
is a little bit
we're-
several
we're-
miles from downtown.
We're about an hour away from south of the border.
Yeah.
And we're about
Okay.
and I think we're on 70 at that point. We're right on 70.
All right. So where'd you go next?
So anyways, we're sitting there, we're just waiting. And then they finally show up at the trailer. And mind you, this trailer was, let's just say, a little questionable when we got it. The paperwork wasn't quite right. They gave us some bullshit title paper and some
Right.
bullshit, license plate. So anyway, so we're like, okay, so the money was exchanged, all this good stuff went down. We couple the trailer, we start driving back.
All right.
Mind you, we've been going we've probably been up for at least at this point, probably a good 12, 14 hours at this point.
All right. So nighttime sets in. It's night.
Nighttime sets in, and then we're like, oh, let's go see the last shuttle landing.
Where's this? Cocoa Beach or?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Cape Canaveral.
So mind you, at this time we're racing back, trying to get to the Cape Canaveral, right?
Right.
So we're gonna try to go there.
All right.
So anyways, we're going to Cape Canaveral. We're driving. We finally get there. I said, "Oh, hey, let's go to the visitors complex over here." So we're driving, and at this point, we're driving through security check, but we didn't even know where the hell. I thought this was open to the public.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go up to that gate. Just drive through that gate right there. Before you know it, these guys with M4s and M16s come out. They swarm us. And they're like, what the hell? We're towing a fucking 40-some foot trailer behind us.
Right. Yeah. Right. Suspect as fuck. And Bubba already thought you were looking weird.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And mind you, but I mean, the trailer looked innocent enough. I mean, it had a giant Mountain Dew sticker on the side.
Well, no terrorist would ever do that. So we're good.
Had a hamburger and a hot dog and some other stuff written all over it. I mean, it was like a white and red little trailer. I mean, it looked innocent enough.
Wait, so what the fuck was in the trailer then?
Actually, there was nothing in the trailer.
It was an empty trailer you were picking up.
It was more or less an empty kitchen because the trailer was a food truck. So
okay, I got you. Hamburger, hot dog, Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so it had more or less a kitchen in the back.
Okay.
No, so you guys, go through several, like checkpoints. Apparently, you somehow made it through. I guess
without knowing
they were unmanned or something, right?
Yeah, more or less so.
But eventually, they caught track of you. And they came to confront you.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are y'all doing here?" We're like, "We're coming to see the shuttle lane." They're like, "You can't go see the shuttle lane. You guys need to get the hell out of here."
No, but did they have the guns out?
More or less, they were pointing at us. Yeah. So I mean, mind you, that's not the first time I had guns pointed at me. So, but I mean, it was interesting to see that.
So here we go again.
Yeah, the NASA police,
more or less,
basically telling you to fuck off.
Right.
More or less. So we finally turned this fucking trailer out. He damn near jackknifes to getting it out of the station.
Right.
So because he's all like hopped up on energy drinks and turbo shots from the coffee shop.
Right.
And mind you, I mean, he at this point he's pretty much losing it. Mm-hmm. So we go finally pull up by like this little hotel area to go see the shuttle landing. We thought from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty cool and all. But
Saw it.
Oh, so you did see it?
Well, we really couldn't see it too well because it was so foggy out that. I mean, it was early in the morning. It was like maybe 1-2ish in the morning. I mean, it was real foggy, real hazy. You couldn't really see all that much. The sky, and I remember we were getting bit to hell by them damn mosquitoes. I mean, them fucking mosquitoes were biting the fuck out of both of us. We were getting eaten alive.
Do mosquitoes like Florida man blood?
I don't know what the hell blood they like. They liked us a little too well.
All right.
So
it's a bummer of a day so
Yeah.
far. It's a weird food truck.
Actually, I would say it wasn't a bummer of a day. It's part of the adventure.
A normal day in the life of Florida man?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, more or less, we completed our main mission objective was to obtain the trailer, which we got. We did manage to see the shuttle land.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. We did hear the sonic boom, which was pretty cool. It sounded like 2 gunshots coming over the head.
Cool.
Which he thought we were still getting shot at, but I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that's a sonic boom, no big deal. And anyway, anyways, at this point, we're starting to drive back. So, like I said, we were a little lost at this point. We were trying to take the turnpike or something.
Sure.
So we start driving inland, not realizing 95 is probably the closer route to take.
Right.
Middle Florida, middle of the night.
Yeah,
you're like near Cocoa Beach area, right?
Yeah. We're more or less
like Cocoa Beach, Orlando.
Yeah, I've been lost in that part of the world.
Yeah.
I've been up there a few times.
Oh yeah, and at night, I mean, there's nothing out there. I mean, it's just it's boony.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So anyways, we finally get on the road. Mind you, this time we're a little low on fuel, and all this shit's going down.
Right.
All of a sudden, we see this dark, shadowy figure appear out of the distance.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Out in the woods, and I mean, we're driving. I see this fucking thing, and I mean, this thing had to be at least between 12 to 14 feet tall, bipedal.
Wait, for the audience, what is a bipedal creature?
Walks on 2 more or less. Walks on
2 more or less.
So we're bipedal creatures as well.
All right,
yes.
All right.
Yes, and it sort of lunged when it walked. I mean, it was a big creature, whatever it was. Anyways, it had like the long hair, like black, long, natty hair.
Very hairy.
Wow.
Very hairy. Like I said, 1,200 pounds more or less.
Wow.
12 to 14 feet tall.
Jesus.
And I mean, and it's sort of like every time it took a step, it was like 3 feet when it walked.
Well, because it's like twice the size of a tall person, right?
Oh yeah, no, and I mean, and I seen it, and it had like the little red beady eyes, and you could tell and then the thing turned and looked at us.
Oh,
it looked at you.
What did it say?
Didn't say anything. It looked at us, and then my buddy's like, "Hey, did you see that?" I'm like, "Yes, I did." I said, "Let's stop. Let's go get it. Let's go check it out."
Let's go get it. Is that?
more or less so. I'm fucking there. I'm like, dude, stop this truck, man. We're gonna go. He's like, oh hell no, man, we're gonna get eaten by this thing or something. He's like, dude, man, we're being chased by the UFOs, the government, CIA. I mean, we're seeing it all.
Right. Oh yeah, you're seeing it all.
And I mean, he's like, we're getting away from this thing. This thing could come like. I tell you, if it was just me in that ride, damn it the hell, I would have drove over that field and I would have rammed that damn Bigfoot and I would have gotten it and it would have been in the back of my truck.
In the food truck.
That doesn't sound like a way to treat Bigfoot.
No, it doesn't.
But you know what? I had to try to catch it so then we could prove once and for all. Sure. Because I mean, I was a skeptic. I will admit, I was a skeptic for a long time. I mean, how the hell is a creature with all this modern technology, GPS tracking? I mean, hell, we can find ships that are 2,000 feet below the, you know.
Right. Well, do you think maybe he just arrived on the shuttle that just landed? I mean,
well, mind you, we're out by NASA. I mean, that could be anything.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
Like,
that's true.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't like live in those woods all the time. Maybe he just come down.
Well, hey, maybe he wanted to watch the shuttle land himself. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, we see this creature. And we walk around, and then we finally get back home, probably about 6, 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Probably about 24 hours after we started.
Okay, big day.
So it was an interesting day, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I've seen it. I'm willing to testify under oath to what I saw.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
have you ever heard of Skunk Ape?
Yes. Well, Skunk Ape's just a different variant of Bigfoot.
It's the Florida version.
Right. It's the Florida variety.
So you think
more or less so.
So my question to you is, when people in this part of the world, they see that kind of shit all the time, but all of them say that they smell a bad smell. Hence the Skunk Ape. Did you smell anything as you saw this creature here?
No, I didn't smell anything. I think because we were far enough away.
Sure, all right.
Or maybe the wind was blowing the other direction?
Yeah, actually, the air was very still that night. It was a very calm night as far as like wind and stuff. And I mean, well, it was sort of swampy, so it sort of had the natural swamp smell.
Skunk Ape land, yeah.
It sort of had, so if there was a smell associated with him, it would have been masked by the natural swamp smell that was already around us.
Well, right on.
Now, as an interesting twist of fate, so the friend of yours you were with, like a few years later, for whatever reason, he ends up living in that area. Right, just kind of as a coincidence.
Yes.
And and that wasn't that may have been the first, but that was not the last time this friend of yours saw the Bigfoot or Bigfoots, right?
Big feet.
That is correct.
Big
that is
feet,
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, according to him, he said one of his neighbors up where they lived, apparently tried to capture one of their youngs or killed one of their youngs, and apparently the
Bigfoot youngins.
Yeah, apparently the Bigfoot didn't take too kindly to that, and he sort of went to war with that person.
I would imagine.
And was throwing boulders the size of cars at the guy's house.
Well, that's a hell of a
story.
No,
and you said that like it went beyond that. Like
absolutely.
The guy who killed the Bigfoot youngin buried it, gave it like a grave.
Yeah, and apparently they dug it up and they took it away.
Who's they?
The Bigfoot.
The Bigfoot colony.
Oh, the big feet.
Yes,
the
colony.
The grown-up Bigfoots.
And apparently one of the neighbors up there apparently was known to feed the creatures, and apparently he liked his fruit bowls.
And so nobody in any of this situation thought that it might be important to like scientific discovery or even credibility to like.
Well, no, more or less like the way it goes is like that's why I can't disclose all the names and places because of
right. We understand.
It's more or less like a secretive code because in a way they're sort of like protected, but like not really, at least not by law. But it's more or less like if you see them, you know, just leave them alone.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, because like I said, they are a unique creature that, and like I said, they're extremely intelligent.
Sounds crazy, yeah. Wow.
And whatnot, and also by that house there was also some other weird stuff going on there. A lot of paranormal activity.
I remember because I've met this friend in question, and he was explaining that this is it was a haunted house.
Oh yeah, that house there was some voodoo going on in that place.
So the house that he lives in that a Bigfoot is throwing boulders the size of cars at is also haunted.
Well, it wasn't being thrown at his friend. It was like a guy he knew or a neighbor or something like that.
Yeah, the neighbor like a couple maybe a mile or two down the road or something.
Is it haunted by like humans or by big feet?
We don't know what the hell it's haunted by.
That's a good question. I never thought of that one.
All I know is that house was fucking crazy. I went there for one time and I was freaked the fuck out. I had to get out of there.
No, apparently you were supposed to stay the night, they told me.
Yeah, I was supposed to stay the night.
Shit.
Fuck that. Fuck that, man. That place was weird. The moment I got there, I'm like, this place is...
So wait, the Florida man is saying this place is too weird. That's telling you quite a lot there.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
Well, yeah, no, this house here obviously had some voodoo or something going on. I'm surprised. I tell you, if I would have had a Ouija board and a pentagram, I might have opened up the portal to the afterworld. I mean, this house was fucking haunted.
Okay, all
it
right.
was scary.
Well, what led you to believe that? Like, what happened?
Just a bad feeling, you know.
Just a feeling. That's
just
it.
a bad.
You're there. I feel wrong. I'm out of here.
The house just made like everything there was like weird. Like nothing was working. It was like all dark. It was raining, lightning. I mean, the worst it could be.
Right. Okay.
And also,
so this is like a horror movie. You got like the lightning and thunder and lightning in the background.
Oh, absolutely. And mind you, I was also supposed to go up flying the next day to work on my pilot's license, which I didn't do
because you were so scared.
Well, no, I didn't get home till like 5 in the morning.
Oh, because you didn't stay the night.
No.
Several hours north.
Right.
Well, no, it's up in up towards the theme parks, Orlando. That
sure,
up in that area. Yeah. So like I
Bigfoot
said,
country, yeah.
I was surprised I didn't see Bigfoot again that night. That would have been an interesting encounter if I would have.
Would have been. Right?
Yeah.
Mind you, I mean, especially I was listening to Coast all the way back home. They always talk about that kind of stuff, and.
Wow. Well, that sounds like an interesting part of the world for sure.
Well, actually, on the subject of ghosts and spirits, there was there's another story that the Florida man has told me. So we've talked a little bit, sort of initially about where Frankie the Florida man comes from and his family, but he has this crazy aunt, right?
Yes.
And she does crazy stuff, like she apparently she said that she had breast cancer when she didn't actually have it.
Yes.
Oh, what, for attention or something?
More or less, yeah.
But she really got people's attention by what she pulled, right?
Well, yeah. Apparently, she texted everybody, mainly my old man and stuff. Apparently, last time I checked, the breast cancer apparently looked like to me when I saw the footage or the photo. Apparently, it looked like exactly it met the dimensions of her hand, and it looked like all she did was pour hot scalding water under her tit. And bitch slapped herself across the tit, and more or less told everybody that she had breast cancer.
By slapping her tit.
Yeah. I mean, I seen the photo. I mean, it was a perfect handprint of her own hand. It even had the ring that was on her finger. So
she's slapping her tit to try to.
She didn't even remember to take the ring off.
She didn't remember to even take the damn ring off. I mean, all it looked like was she took a pot of hot scalding water, dumped it on her tit. Fucking bitch slapped it, and then text the whole world, I have stage 4 breast cancer.
Right, because that's what cancer looks like, a handprint with a ring on it. I love
exactly, and we're all like, okay, whatever. We're all like, hell, it was more comical. We're all laughing at like this is like.
And she's not doing it as a joke. Like she's genuinely trying to get attention, with a sob story that she can't execute very well.
Well, these sob stories are perfectly. This is normal operations for her. I mean, hell, she'll do stupid shit just to get attention.
Well, and she actually did she did a lot of stupid things, so I guess it's hard to pick a number one, but what was it, like 20 years ago or so, she wins the lottery, right?
Yeah, she won like 4.
She actually won the lottery.
She did. Well, no, actually, I'll tell you, this lady's the expert of getting free money.
All right.
If she would actually, use her head, she should write a book on how to get free money from the system. She is the expert.
So she won the lottery for real, didn't just tell you.
No, okay. She won the lottery for real. And she bought a bunch of bad stocks and a bunch of crack and other dumb shit. And
so she's a meth
variety. Wait. I don't know if I want to read her book on how to get money. If that's her advice.
Well, she can get it, but she can't keep it.
Yeah, all right.
Well, mind you, she was living up in West Palm, right, up by 45th and stuff. She had a house.
Right.
She got it from the government. She was paying $1 a month, yet she couldn't manage to pay for that. I don't know how you fucked up.
$1 a month,
and she had some kids, right?
Yeah. She had a couple. Yeah, she had a couple of kids. Well, back in the day, she popped out kids like how I pop out money out of my wallet.
Do you pop a lot of money out of your wallet? Pop it. What you mean?
Yeah. Well, hell yeah, because I'm always buying dumb shit. But anyways.
All right.
So anyways, this I'm sure you're about to get to this part.
Right. So she has a son who is a teenager, right?
Yeah. He OD'd.
And he was but you didn't know the guy. Were you close with him before that?
Your cousin.
First cousin.
Yeah. No, like I said, we weren't really all that close. Like I said, there was a significant age difference. But
you knew he was like really into cars. He was like a mechanic or something like that.
Oh yeah. No, he was a damn good mechanic. He could fix damn near anything. Extremely good engineer as far as that. A lot of good potential. It's a damn shame he died. But anyways.
So you got angry about how did he die?
Yeah, overdosed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, oxycodone, of course.
Oh, that sucks. All right.
So Oxycontin.
So your cousin's dead now.
Yeah, more or less. He died on fucking Easter of all days on top of it too. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so anyway.
And he didn't come back.
Yeah, again, I was going to say, he wasn't, Florida man didn't resurrect him.
No, unfortunately not.
All right.
And also this was back in the year 2001, so this is a few months before all the other bullshit of that year. That was that was a fucked up year in general.
Sure, yeah.
But anyways, I was having, like my brother, because he's been dating some crazy crackheads and some other, people that do dope. And I figured, and lately, and prior to all this, I was sort of having a Frank Zappa moment, more or less, my anti-drug campaign. Okay. And I figured, and plus I heard some other people I knew, they were losing their sons and daughters to drugs. And I figured, you know what? So I figured I owe this to them all. I'm gonna prove a point to stop drugs. And I was gonna go on YouTube and Facebook Live and all this shit. I was going to the grave where my cousin's buried. I drank plenty of water that day, plenty of coffee.
Lots of water, okay.
Plenty of beer, everything just to get myself ready to go commit the ultimate act. I was going to the grave to relieve myself on it. And I was going to Facebook Live this shit and YouTube it to basically show the world.
In 2001.
No. This was in 2001.
This was recent.
This is about a year or two ago.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sitting. In 2001, they didn't have all that shit.
Well, no. I didn't even have a license at that time.
Okay, all right. So years after he's dead, you go, I'm fucking so over drugs.
You're gonna stick it to them. You're gonna deliver a blow to the addicts.
There you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I figured I'm gonna go to the grave. I'm gonna relieve myself. I'm gonna show the world and everyone. And I told everyone too.
All right.
I said, people said, "Oh, you're full of shit. You ain't gonna do this." I said, "Bullshit. Watch this. I'm gonna fucking."
You told people you were gonna do this?
Yep. Yeah. I told everybody. I told my mom, my dad, my brother. I said everybody, and everyone's like, "You better not fucking do this, man. Everyone's gonna be pissed off if you do this shit."
So that's even more reason for you to do it. So you're on your way. You're like, I'm gonna go piss on this guy's grave. Here we go. We're on our way.
Oh yeah. Plus I was listening. Plus on my way over there, I was listening to Gigi Allen.
Here we go.
And getting myself pumped up, ready to go.
But Gigi Allen kind of got himself killed.
Yeah.
But more or less. But like I said, that was also an honor of him too, because he died of a stupid overdose.
Yeah, he died of drugs too.
He was supposed to kill himself on stage, which
New Year's Eve, yeah.
Which I was sort of hoping he would have gotten to see, because
so you feel Gigi let you down by not following his own path,
so
the path that he set forth.
Well, Gigi, his body gave out on him before he could do all his crazy shit.
So you're really mad. You're listening to Gigi. You're going to your cousin's grave. You've been drinking all day. You haven't pissed all day. You're ready to go.
Also, you're trying to avoid pissing too. So make sure you got a full bladder.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what happens? You get there?
I get there, right? Mind you, I'm literally right on Southern Boulevard. I'm about to make the turn in. This motherfucking little old lady in this fucking Mercedes silver champagne-colored Benz car fucking rear ends my pickup truck.
Like on accident?
Yeah, more or less.
She didn't know that you were going to piss on a grave. She wasn't somebody on Facebook like, I'm going to stop him.
No. So I get out, and I was ready to kill this lady.
You got to piss. You're listening to Gigi.
You're in the zone, man.
I was in my zone.
You're intense.
I had my Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt with my cigar lady on the back.
Oh, your serious shirt.
Yeah, I was ready to go. I had a cigar. I get out. I said, "What the fuck? You fucking rear-end me, lady?"
Wow.
I was pissed off.
You were Colonel Hartman, right?
Okay.
Oh, more or less. She freaked out. She's like, "Oh," I said, "No damage," because I don't want to get the cops involved in shit, because plus because they're gonna ask me what the hell are they doing here and shit. What am I tell them? I'm gonna tell them the truth, right? I was on my way to relieve myself on my cousin's grave.
Wow.
No, but Frankie, so there's a bit more to the story
here,
right?
Absolutely.
Oh, there always is.
Absolutely. So at that point, I realized this is a fucking omen, ain't it? I'm starting to think to myself, wait a minute. My cousin was a mechanic in life. I think someone's giving me a sign here, like I better not fucking do my little stunt.
But it wasn't just a sign, the spirit, intervened, right?
I believe the spirit possessed that Mercedes-Benz and took over the lady's car and set a collision course with my bumper.
Okay, wow.
And you said newer cars are more susceptible to spiritual possession?
Absolutely. See, these cars have computers. They can program themselves to destroy themselves. So I figured, oh, shit.
Okay, so computers can be possessed by ghosts easier than
like an old school car.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Especially a ghost who was a mechanic in life.
Oh, exactly. And I thought for a minute, last thing I want to do is turn my brain, because I just bought my truck literally like 6 months ago.
Right.
I said, the last thing I want to do is turn my truck into fucking Christine. So I'm like, you know what? I better not go and relieve myself at this guy's grave. I better go there, clean it up, make right. I got a can of WD-40. I fucking polish it with WD-40.
Oh, so you start out wanting to piss on the grave. This whole incident leaves you cleaning the grave.
I can't breathe.
Because you're going, oh shit, this guy's possessing cars. I better go and do right by him.
So you're like, since this is South Florida and we all drive everywhere,
yeah.
And you're like, this guy's, basically gave you a warning.
Wow.
And you're like, okay, point taken.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I pretty much figured. I'm like, no, if I proceed with this operation, man, my car is gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna have the pistons gonna blow through the cylinder block of my truck, and I'm gonna be tapped, and I'm gonna have to tow this thing to the dealership and explain and ask them, is this shit covered by warranty that my car just automatically hit auto-destruct and blow itself up?
Yeah, I don't know if ghost possession is covered in insurance at all.
We gotta look at that policy.
I don't think so either. So that's more or less what.
So that's that story there. Huh?
Yeah.